New numbers out this week show 3/4 of Minnesota school districts are on track when it comes to reading.
And 2/3 of districts are at or near state goals for math. The Minnesota Department of Education calls the progress remarkable, but says there's more work to do. CTN's Steve Antis shows us how they're cutting the achievement gap at Coon Rapids High School.
You need to swirl it in your mouth for a minute.
This science lab has these 11th grade students harvesting their own DNA.
You're trying to scrape cells off your cheek.
This lesson in genetics represents 20% of the material they'll see on the 2014 Minnesota Comprehensive Assessment test. Between 2012 and 2013, the achievement gap for black students on the MCA science scores dropped by over 40%. In 2012, 20% of black students scored proficient in science. Last year, 55% of those students tested were proficient, compared with 58% of white students. The achievement gap was just over 3%. Students of color have worked harder in the classroom, and the teachers have developed learning strategies with the help of this book to think in new ways.
It's been good conversation, and a lot of teachers, I think, have changed some practices.
Principal Annette Ziegler says that teachers are the key to improved student performance.
What the teacher is doing, how focused their instruction is, the care, the compassion, the relationships that they build with their kids.
You want to put it in gently.
Science teacher Ken Meyer says one of the goals which helped close the achievement gap has been to get underrepresented groups of students into honors classes like this college-level biology course.
We know juniors can work at this level, so this is our expectation of you, and we just made it very clear, and they respond well to that.
Meyer says some students push back and try to get teachers to lower the standards.
We made it clear, this is what you got to do. And usually after the first unit, which we make worth the least number of points, they catch on, and then they start pushing themselves.
High school students will take the MCA science test in May. The Anoka-Hennepin district has exceeded the benchmark set by the state to cut the achievement gap by half by 2017. The district's overall achievement gap in science stands at about 61%. Steve and Karen.
All right, let's hope for continued progress.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks.